Two, one. Well, good morning, early birds. We are super excited today. I have Tom Frey, our owner and CEO. Say hi, Tom.
Good morning, everyone.
So, just a little bit about even our history. I started working for Tom literally 5 years ago. I think my anniversary date was July the 6th. And we started to grow the FBI group. Tom comes to us. He's not only the owner and CEO, but he holds a general contractor's license as well as he is a master certified inspector. So what does that mean, Tom?
I have experience and a lot of experience under my belt and passed a lot of tests. That's what it means.
So that actually in the inspection world, that means that he's done over 1,000 paid, and I think we did that in our first year together. 1,000 paid inspections. He has 3 years in the business. He's been licensed since 2013. He works from a very strong code of ethics, and he has passed a criminal background check. I'm a little surprised.
Yeah, me too.
So today, I wanted to talk a little bit about pool inspections. We do those when you have a pool in the backyard, but you have to order it. It is an add-on sale. And we want to remind you of one thing. So when we're doing a home inspection, a pool inspection, whatever type of inspection we're actually doing for you, you have to realize that it is a visual inspection, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay.
Anything readily accessible and visible.
And visible. So, yes. And so when we were talking about a pool inspection, when you walk in and you see that there's a pool in the backyard and it's on your schedule to inspect it, Tom, what is the process?
Each of us do it just a little bit differently, but for me, I start with the pool itself and the surrounding pool deck and concrete and the coping and the edging and things of that nature. They actually physically the pool inspecting the exterior, making sure there's no depressions or settlement, and there's always concrete or there's always cracks in concrete pool decks. It's just a matter of if they're hairline or if there's something else significant. So we inspect those, which we would do anyways with a home inspection, even without the pool. We would be inspecting the pool deck anyways. And then we comment on we look at the pool surface, the coating that is, what we can see through the water, and make comments on see if there's any deficiencies on the pool coating itself.
Okay.
And then personally, that's where I move to the mechanicals of the part of the pool inspection.
And so what happens if you walk into the backyard and you have green water?
That's not good. No, it makes the inspection of the pool shell itself a little more difficult when you can't see in the water. But obviously, it tells us that the system hasn't been maintained or is not operating properly. Pool water should not be green.
No, it should not be green. So just in that case, let me ask you, if the water is green, should I turn on, will you turn on a pool pump?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's just there's algae in the water. Yeah, we still test everything and try to figure out what's not working. And sometimes it's just either it could be no chlorine. It's been, if the house is vacant, everything's still functioning. There's just no chlorine in the water to kill the algae. So we absolutely still test everything. But obviously we can't see the bottom of the pool to see if there's any flaking or etching of the pool surface at that point. But yeah, we still run through a complete test to see what's working, what's not working.
Okay, so again, it limits our visual inspection that we're able to do.
Correct.
Okay. And so you go to the pool pump. What are we looking at the pool pump? How in depth do we get on that?
Well, we test every piece of pool equipment that's there, and we comment on its condition and its working order. We run, if there's a gas heater or a heat pump heater, we run those to make sure they're operating properly. Pool pump, we turn it on and off, make sure it's working, looking for leaks. Um, Same with any water features. Sometimes there's water fountains that go different directions and shoot
Hmm.
up. We open up the valves, um, the modulating valves to let this check on the pool water features. And we do we run through a complete check to make sure everything is working in working order and conditions and not leaking.
Okay. And that's at the pool pump. Are you looking at that when you turn the pump on? Do you go back to the pool and see that the water's circulating and working on that end?
Absolutely. They're almost always within 50 feet of each other. You can always see what's going on in the pool when you start flipping switches, almost always. And
Okay.
the majority of pools also have a hot tub attached to them. So we're running, sometimes those are separate pumps and separate heaters. So we're actually running everything in the pool mode. And then we'll run everything in the spa mode to make sure all the bubbles are going and jets are working and heaters are working,
Okay.
and that nature.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. And so if you find issues with a pool, what type of issues do you typically see here in the state of Florida?
You know what? It's mostly leaky pumps and leaky filters
Okay.
and gas pool heaters. I think in my whole career, I found 3 that actually
Okay.
work. And,
So if you're
yeah,
building a pool, don't put gas in. Is that what you're saying?
I wouldn't. Not using them is worse than using them too much. They sit and they rust out. I
Gotcha.
honestly, I've only found probably 3 so far in my career that actually work. The
Okay.
rest are inoperative. So, but yeah, we're testing everything and the heaters, pumps, water features, and just looking for a lot of leaks and seeing what's wrong.
Okay. And so we just took our whole entire inspection crew through a training. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, pool inspections are a specialized inspection, and we are all went and got continuing education and got additional training, and we are now officially pool certified to inspect pools.
Very good.
And which I'm sure there's some companies out there that do not do pool inspections, but we do, and we're certified to do them.
Okay.
We got the little plaque on the wall tells us so. So, and there are, we check for bonding issues, some electrical issues, and there are certain basic code guidelines. You got to have self-closing gates if you don't have a lanai and child gates. So we check for safety issues as well. And
So talk
comment on that.
about, I think that's a good one. So talk about child gates. Like, is there a rule or a code that kind of governs if you have a pool?
Oh, there is. There's supposed to be a child-proof, non-climbable gate. Usually, there's a fabric gate that goes around the pool.
Okay.
A lot of pools are grandfathered in as something that's newer, but we want to make sure that if those are in place. If there is no fabric pool fence in place, there's supposed to be alarms on the windows and doors, audible alarms that will go off if say a child gets out and you're not paying attention. If he opens a door, it's going to be a screeching alarm that goes off, so it alerts you. So most people are getting away from the alarms and they're going to the fabric fence around the pool itself.
Yeah, because those could probably go kabunk at any time, and then you wouldn't know. So
that's exactly right. They're almost like those little push butt intercom systems. They work for the first year and then stop working.
Yeah, I can imagine. So when it comes to water levels in a pool, is there a standardized acceptable is there a standard acceptable amount? I mean, should it be?
Well, yeah, you got to be up and over the skimmer cup.
Okay.
If it's probably within an inch or two of the top of the pool surface or pool edging, but definitely over the skimmer cup.
Okay.
Is good.
All right.
But if it's way down, obviously there's a problem.
Okay. And so is there anything that I missed on the pool inspection that you think that we should let our audience know?
No, just to reiterate that it's a complete just like we do the home inspection, you know, with the HVAC system or the electrical system, we're looking at the entire pool system and making sure it's operational and noting any deficiencies. And
Okay.
again, it's I'll say above. I hope it goes without saying, but it's above water only, and we can just see what we can see from the pool deck. But again, it's just like inspecting any other system of the house. We do a thorough from top to bottom inspection of the pool equipment, pool equipment.
So I just looked at my notes. So one thing that I noticed, what if it has lights in the pool?
Oh yeah, we always try to find those and test those. Yeah, that's very common to have lights that don't work.
Yeah.
Which it's not a, you know, if it's just a bulb, it's not a super expensive fix, but it's you know, they burn out. So, but we absolutely test the pool lights and make sure those are working, and spa lights.
Gotcha. Well, that is pretty much it on the pool inspection. So how much does it cost? Do you know?
Put me on the spot.
I didn't give him that question preempted. So I believe our inspection for a pool.
I have one today. It's on my work order. Wait a minute. They print these out so small.
It's just you're getting older. Has nothing to do with the print.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
This pool inspection is added on with a home inspection, and it's $61.
Okay. It's $61. That's what I thought. So we do not do pool inspections if we're not doing a full home inspection. So it's just kind of complimentary, so you don't have to bring in another service industry to do an inspection for you. Our information is running across the bottom if you need to schedule an inspection. So please make sure, because our theory is, or our catchphrase is, new or old before you buy.
Call the FBI.
So I just want to kind of preempt something. We're super excited, right, Tom?
We are super excited, yes.
We have a big announcement, and we're inviting Tom back next week. So we hope that you will tune in again, and we're going to tell you what is new with the FBI. And there's lots, actually. We've been blessed. Thanks to our partnerships out there in the community and with our realtors. We've definitely been blessed. And so tune in next week. We're going to tell you something that you don't know about the FBI. Thanks so much. See you. See you soon. Everyone. All right. Bye-bye. Thanks, Tom.